board meeting. Okay, we are calling to order the salary board meeting for Thursday, April 29th, 2021. We're going to offer the opportunity for public comment. Is there any public comment for items not appearing on the agenda? Hearing and seeing none, we're going to move to the meeting minutes. Salary board meeting was held on Thursday, April 22nd. We have our meeting minutes to consider. Is there a motion to approve them?
Motion to approve the salary board meeting minutes from Thursday, April 22nd.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any final discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, is there all those in favor of approving, do so by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried. Okay. Moving on to personnel items. Our first item is for our finance office and director of financial management. We will turn this over to Margaret at this time.
This morning's action item is to consider approval of the revision of the job description for the position of Director of Financial Management to a title of Chief Financial Officer, along with a change in the salary grade for the position. Based on market indicators, this position is currently vacant, and it appears as if we need to make some adjustments in the scope and the range of salary for this position. And I can also ask Kristen if she'd like to weigh in on this, but we would be changing, you would be changing the grade from, I believe, a salary grade 62 to a salary grade 66.
Okay, thank you, Margaret. Anything else we would like to mention or discuss about this? I will say from doing some of we have extended some certain offers to people for the position. However, again, the salary range really needs to be adjusted in terms of what we're seeing from offers out there from other entities, and especially from our other municipalities here in the county that have finance positions and where they are situated at. We need to remain competitive in such a key position. This is a necessary thing to do from my standpoint. And hopefully it'll attract more individuals to apply for the position. I think we also may be looking at changing, Margaret, are we going to look at changing the, I don't want to jump ahead, but is that on the Board of Commissioners meeting here? I don't know if we wanted to mention that as well.
I don't know, Kristen, can you speak to that?
I'm sorry, we'll be changing what?
There was some discussion about potentially changing the name of the position.
Yes.
Okay.
This would be part of that, changing it from the Director of Financial Management to the Chief Financial Officer.
Right. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. So that also hopefully would, when people are reading this on a application, or I'm sorry, on a job board, they're seeing that and would hopefully attract them to that. So, okay. So any other discussion on this before we look for a motion?
So it's a two-part action today. It's an upgrade to the salary position as well as to the position title.
Okay. It looks like we may need to change the wording slightly. Okay. I'm sorry, folks. And it looks like it might even be on the BOC agenda. And Jerry, if you'd like to, if you'd like to, Phil, we're happy to have you unmute yourself if you'd like to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yes.
Hi, sorry. It looks like the wording that I had updated went on the salary board instead of the Board of Commissioners. So this is actually the wording that should be on the Board of Commissioners agenda. The one I just posted in the chat is the wording for salary board.
Okay, fair enough. So what we can do is we don't need to take any action on this then. We can just have it on the Board of Commissioners meeting once we get over there for that meeting. Is everybody okay with that?
You still need to take action on the salary board to change the grade.
Which is what Jerry just pasted in the chat.
Right. It's consider approval of the upgrade, reclassification, change in title to the position of full-time director of financial management at SG at salary grade S62 to an S66. And that should be, the salary board
Okay.
has to change the grade, and then on Board of Commissioners, you'll change the title.
Okay. Would there be a motion, would there be an amended motion that is similar to the one that's stated here in the chat?
So I'm making a motion to amend A, or just making a motion to approve the amended A?
The former.
Okay, motion to change the wording of item A on the agenda for today from its current thing to financial management. Consider approval of the upgrade, reclassification, change in title of the position of full-time director of financial management, salary grade S62 to salary grade S66.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any final discussion on amending the item? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the item?
Motion to approve the item A.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any final discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried. Okay. All right. Thank you, Margaret. Moving on, we have an item for the Magisterial District Justice Office in Phillipsburg. And Judge Sinclair is requesting the reinstatement of that position. And similarly, Judge Ruest concurs with this. And we would have this open for discussion. And we just wanted to double check if there's anybody here from the courts to speak to this. It looks like we do have Judge. Yeah, we do. Yes. Hi, Judge.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good.
So you want me to speak to it now or you have questions?
No, please, Judge. Yes, please.
Well, as you're well aware of, we lost a position last summer when Judy Clark retired at the end of June. And we effectively went from 4 to 2 staff. And we know based on numbers, you crunch the numbers, you've seen the numbers, I believe, haven't you? From in the past and currently, no, Commissioner
Yes.
Higgins has not? Commissioner Higgins, you haven't seen any numbers?
I haven't seen a recent one.
Okay,
Oh.
well, I can give you my recent ones, for instance, like last year, for instance, we thought would be bad. My caseload numbers were 300 less than the center region's numbers, Lockman and Hahn's office together. And yeah, they did 3193, we did 3,000, just shy of 3,000. With 2 staff, they had 5 staff. And you've seen all the chasing around of secretaries within the MDJ courts. They've changed, they've retired. I still have maintained, my one staff's been here 24 years, 23 years. And Kelly, my office manager's been here 12 years. And they're doing a great job. And it's almost like I'm effectively punishing them too, with the workload they're doing and undertaking. So what we've done on the cases since COVID hit with the central court issues, I don't know if you're aware of, we haven't had it. We do it virtually like we're doing now. And we have quit sending out summons to the majority of the criminal complaints we had. We already had 100 complaints filed this year. We want to break my record of 300 last year. Again, we'll break it this year. They keep going up the criminal arrests as for some reason the traffic offenses come down because everybody they pull over for a traffic offense has drugs. So automatically skips the criminal courts. But what I'm doing now is we're arraigning everybody we can. So now we're eliminating the mailing, the postage out the door, not getting it back, who's not showing up to court. And we've effectively done over 70 of them already this year, more than we did. We did 115 arraignments and waivers last year. We're over that. We're at 70 now, and we're waiving them early. So they're not even going, by the time we're done with them, they're already done. They're already in the Court of Common Pleas waiting to go to formal arraignment. So my staff is effectively doing all that paperwork as well, instead of the central court clerk. It's based on what we're doing now. And we're going to continue to do that even after central court's still open, because it eases the the pain over there and reduces my postage, to be honest with you. I mean, you see our postage expense, they're crazy. So it reduces that. Like I said, that's 70% of the people that we arraign waive early. You know what I'm saying when I say waive early?
Yes.
Everybody? Commissioner Pipe?
Yes,
Okay.
that was me.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just making sure.
No, sure.
And Judy Clark she was making 42,000 a year when she retired. And you see, based on the breakdown, I'm not sure you did the breakdown on your salary board agenda. It's literally 16,700 for annualized salary impact for this year. And staffing's not been an issue for me. I don't know an issue as far as finding people to work. I'm sure we put post-its, we'd have 35 people looking for a job, even with all the current drama going on. So that's all. Do you have any questions? I mean, our numbers are consistent. We're on in line right now to meet or have more cases than we did last year at 3,000. But we will know that till everything breaks loose. Again, we're still kind of stalemated with the landlord tenant actions. And as soon as June 30th passes, that'll break loose. I mean, there's just people waiting to file civil complaints. And that'll affect Casey McLean's office as well. Questions?
Thank you, Judge. Any questions for Judge Sinclair on the request to reinstate this part-time position? Judge, I think it's warranted, and we've made the promise that we would continue to track the numbers, see how they fluctuate, so we're living. I hope you. We've had these conversations before, and I think we're going to live up to our commitment today to, as caseloads change, we would be willing to reconsider this. So we appreciate you bringing this in front of us, and I think we'll be looking for a motion to reinstate the position.
Thank you. And Commissioner Pop, I did send you a list of how we break down some of the duties. Did you get that email from me?
I did see that. Yes. Now, yes. Is it okay if I send that out to everybody?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They should all be the same, consistent. That's the job duties that my staff does daily, or tries to, I should say. You see the overwhelming fact of what they have to do every day. Not everything, but what they do compared to other office secretaries in the county too. Okay.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time.
No, absolutely. Thank you, Judge. Any other questions for this position? Okay, hearing none, is there a motion to approve the reinstatement of the full-time position?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Any final discussion on this? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Much
opposed say nay. Motion is carried. Okay, thanks, Judge.
Yeah, much appreciated.
You're welcome, sure. At this time, we're going to bring in Director Smeltzer from probation to talk on this item. If there's anything he'd like to mention, on this, Ryan.
Yes, thank you for having me this morning. This is to consider the approval for the promotion of Phil Calhoun to a very specialized position here in our department. And to be honest with you, it's probably one of the most difficult populations that we deal with here in our department. So we are looking for good things out of him, and we're requesting, and the judge has approved, step 6. So his hourly rate would go from $19.72 to $20.85.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. Is there any questions on this item? Will there be a motion to approve this at the requested higher rate?
Motion to approve the promotion change in title for Philip Calhoun.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any final discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Okay, thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Sure. Risk management, we will move into, we're going to turn it over to Margaret for this item, but it does affect our risk management office.
Thanks very much. The item before you this morning is the consideration for approval of the upgrade, reclassification, and change in title to the position of full-time risk management coordinator to a full-time chief risk officer, director of workplace operations. The position of Risk Management Coordinator was created in 2005. And as our county has grown over the last 16 years, so have the responsibilities grown for this position. And the upgrade and reclassification, moving the individual in the role from a coordinator to a director status really reflects the responsibilities of the position and reflects the work that's currently taking place in the risk management area. It also expands the role to include workplace operations that are specifically related to the safety and smooth operations of our buildings and our policy implementation and so forth related to the workforce. And many of these items and responsibilities are currently being provided by the current risk management coordinator, Krista Davis. So we're asking for your consideration to upgrade and reclassify the position and change the title.
Okay, thank you, Margaret. Any questions or feedback on this item?
Sounds good.
Okay, I would concur. It aligns us with the increased responsibilities we have with risk management, broadens the job description and the title. So I concur. Thank you for doing the work on this, Margaret, and bringing this before us. If there's no further discussion, we look for a motion for these two items.
So moved.
Motion. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any final discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried. Okay. Moving on to the last item before salary board, we'll welcome in Sheriff Samsel as a voting member and turn it over to him for anything he'd like to mention for this item.
Good morning, Commissioners. I appreciate the invitation to speak here. I'm requesting the approval of Ron Diaz Shank for the Department Clerk 3 position, starting salary of $13.52 an hour. She is a recent graduate of Ernest University of Florida with an associate's degree in criminology. She did a little over a 2-year course online. Everyone I spoke with spoke very highly of her. I'm asking the board to appoint her to this position. The Department Clerk Amanda Howe is leaving to go to Clearfield County, get into her field, which is she's going domestic relations up there. So you get closer to home, 10-minute drive versus an hour. So I'm excited to have Ron Diaz Shank start here next Monday, and I think she's excited as well. So I'm asking the board to approve the addition of Ron Diaz Shank to our Department 3 clerk position.
Okay. We will take that as a motion. Would there be a second?
Second.
Second.
We'll give it to Jason. It's been moved and seconded. Any final discussion on this? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion has carried. Okay, Sheriff, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great, good day. Thank you.
You too. Is there a motion to adjourn the salary board meeting?
Motion to adjourn at 10:22.
Second.
All those in favor do so by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.